Coming up on Laurel Living in Focus, it's been 25 years. Today, we remember September the 11th and honor the first responders who answered the call. We'll also take a closer look at Laurel's Department of Emergency Management, recognize the Mayor's Summer Youth Program interns for their hard work and dedication, highlight what's coming up this fall with Parks and Recreation, and show you how you can support the Laurel Farmers Market with your vote. Laurel Living in Focus starts now. Hello, Laurel, and welcome. I'm Natalie Williams, Director of the Department of Communications for the City of Laurel, and this is your September's edition of Laurel Living in Focus. The City of Laurel extends its thanks to the Mayor's Summer Youth Program interns. 10 high school students spent the summer gaining hands-on experience in local government while building valuable skills in teamwork, communication, and leadership. The interns recently sat down to reflect on their experiences and shared what they learned during their time with the city. Here's a sneak peek.
In this episode of Community Conversations, we're highlighting the 10 exceptional high school students who stepped into the heart of local government as part of the Mayor's Summer Job Program. Selected through a competitive application process, these interns embarked on a season of hands-on learning, professional development, and community engagement. Throughout the summer, the interns immersed themselves in real-world municipal work, gaining practical skills in teamwork, communication, leadership, professional etiquette, and customer service. Each day offered new opportunities to learn how city departments operate and how public service directly impacts the Laurel community. I spoke with the interns towards the end of their internships and asked them to reflect on their time spent serving the community.
To watch the full roundtable interview with the Mayor's Summer Youth Program interns, visit our YouTube channel at Laurel TV Official and click on the September 2026 newsletter playlist. The city's commitment to creating opportunities for young people continues beyond the Mayor's Summer Youth Program. The City of Laurel is celebrating the success of its first student ambassador, Alyssa Utila. The 17-year-old Laurel High School senior worked alongside Mayor Sitnor to help bring a youth perspective to city programs and activities. Alyssa played an important role in developing ideas for the Mayor's Safe Summer Nights program, which gave young people a safe and fun place to spend time during the summer. Mayor Sitnor says Alyssa's contributions helped make the city's first student ambassador experience a huge success. Let's take a look at Alyssa's experience and the impact she made this summer.
I basically just helped plan different events. Like for Safe Summer Nights, I kind of gave Mayor Sitnor some ideas of things we could have that teens would like.
17-year-old Alyssa Utila is getting to do something most high school students don't get a chance to do. The Laurel High School senior is the first student ambassador for the city who works alongside Mayor Keith Sitnor to advocate for other teenagers.
People at school hype me up for it, so it's really fun. I like being known for something, like for doing something good around the city. I enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. I definitely recommend people should kind of, step up and definitely step out their bubble and try and get themselves into new opportunities as well.
The mayor says having a student ambassador is a crucial part of his Safe Summer Nights program at the Laurel Multi-Service Center. Sitnor said he did this to support his increased focus on public safety as teen takeovers continue to spread across Maryland and into city limits. Our camera was rolling during the Laurel Independence Day celebration as large groups of teens could be seen walking at Granville Goody Park. Some state lawmakers who are concerned about these large teen meetups made a request asking the legislature to address the issue during the next special session that could give local governments tools to help combat the problems. But the request was denied.
My background is law enforcement, and I know during the summer break between 6 p.m. and 10 p.m., young folks tend to get in trouble. So we tend to want to have a safe place for them to come and congregate and have some fun.
Nice and easy. He's going to squat down, come up and kick with the other leg, all right?
Safe Summer Nights offered a wide variety of activities like karate classes, basketball games, dancing to live music, and a mobile video game truck.
My job as elected official is to provide those opportunities for them. I'm just glad those young folks took advantage of it to come in there. So yeah, it warms my heart.
This 17-year-old says getting to work with the mayor to help young people have a voice in city government and know leaders care about them makes her feel like she's making a big difference in her community.
People can see me, what I'm doing, and they'll find interest in that and not be afraid to kind of step up and be interested in the same things.
Mayor Sidnor says his first student ambassador has done an excellent job. He met Alyssa at her school and says she was the perfect choice. He's hoping whoever is the next ambassador will have the same impact.
Anything that we can get our young folks involved and being positive, they can have positive expression and continue to do the wonderful things they're doing for the future. So I'm support 100%.
I do appreciate everything, all the communication, the exposure. It's been a great experience.
For Laurel TV, I'm Tim Reed.
The City of Laurel has opened registration for the 5th annual Laurel Citizens University. Residents and local business owners can sign up for the 8-week course that helps participants better understand how their local government operates. Sessions include tours of city facilities, live demonstrations, presentations, and hands-on learning opportunities. Classes are held Thursday evenings beginning October 1st from 6:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. and conclude with a graduation ceremony at the November 23rd Mayor and City Council meeting. Space is limited and fills quickly. To learn more or register, contact Corrine Quebec at 301-725-5300, extension 2109, or email cquebec@laurel.md.us. The City of Laurel recently welcomed Hello Nation, a national digital storytelling platform and good news network created by CGI Digital. The visit gave Mayor Keith Sidnor the opportunity to highlight programs and resources that are helping Laurel residents succeed. The visit included a tour of the Craig A. Moe Laurel Multi-Service Center, where they discussed the city's commitment to creating opportunities for residents of all ages and abilities, from youth programs and employment opportunities to housing and essential services. The city is working to connect residents with the support they need. Let's take a look at their visit.
I grew up in a single-family home in a low socioeconomic background, Petersburg, Virginia, and just seeing people helping me out. And when I get in a position, I always want to give back, pay it forward. And that's what I'm so proud of. You know, we have to pay it forward. Once I said, you know, we're all human beings first, and everybody needs some help. And you never know what type of hardship you might have in life. And I'm in this position of leadership that can help folks out, and I'm going to do it to the best of my ability. We have a great economic development department, you know, so I was able to, if a new business comes inside our city, we'll give them $10,000 open for business. You know, if a person buy a first-time home buyer, we'll give them $5,000 once they close on their house. And my background is law enforcement, and so a returning citizen, someone who's on probation, off probation, or been incarcerated, if they live inside our city and a local business hired them, we give them $4,000 towards employment of that citizen. So those are some great things I'm very proud of. Once again, giving back to our community and boosting our economy as well. So our seniors was having some rent increases in one of our senior citizen buildings. And I was able to get some funds from our reserve account to offset the cost of their rent for 1 year for our seniors, and something they're very proud of, because now those seniors can stay in place for a year, and then they can determine how they're going to proceed later on. The most important thing is investing in our young people. You know, we have our Safe Summer Night going on right now. We have a summer intern program. We get kids, hire kids. We got 9 young folks right now in high school from 12 to 14, and give them opportunity to work in our city, get some life experiences, and earn some money, and just be productive citizens. Then we got our Safe Summer Night program. 6 Saturdays of the summer months, we lock our gyms down from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. and just give our kids a positive expression so they can come in and have fun and things of that nature. So we're very proud of that. That's because young folks are the future. So we need to continue to invest in our young folks and provide them safe avenues so they can have fun and keep them off the street. Right now, this is Craig A. Moe Multi-Service Center. This project all started because of our church. A lot of church used to have unhoused people in the wintertime, and we wanted to make sure that we have a place for those individuals, but not just for those individuals in the wintertime. We want to have a whole transitional multi-purpose center that folks come there, get resourceful housing, a hot meal, get some medical screening, get some clothes. Some folks come in here, they want to take a shower, so we come over here to the shower area and a wash machine area as well. You don't have to be on hardship. It could be something going on in your house, whatever, and you want to wash your clothes that day, and you come here and wash your clothes as well. And this is right here a great friend of mine, a personal friend of mine. He's one of our super volunteers. Pastor Wood's been doing this job over here since the center opened up. And so this is the shower area. Folks come in, like I said earlier, they want to take a shower and wash their clothes. This is one of our partners right here, Employer Prince George, our American Job Center. So they come in here, you can fill out your resume, fill out jobs, look for jobs, things of that nature. We got a sign-in sheet here. I always want to track folks who's using the center. But it's open, for those individuals can come in and say, you know what, I need to look for a job, I need to check my email. Whatever the case may be, everything's like a one-stop shop. We're made up of several nonprofit organizations that assist. We just provide the space. And you come in here, this is a clothing closet. And we try to do seasonal clothing because now it's summertime, and so we try to have clothing out that's seasonal. And like I said, we contract with a doctor, and the doctor will come in a certain day of the week and provide a medical exam, a basic medical exam that you'll get from any doctor if you go to a private doctor. They think something's wrong with them, they don't have to guess. They can just come and see the doctor, when it's time. This is my director of the Human Service Department, Michelle LeBlanc, and we created this department called the Human Services because there was another department at first, but I wanted to make sure I had the right people with the right professional experience and the right knowledge to run this building.
So we're building stability, financial stability, so they can stay here 6 months, in some cases to a year. They have to be employed, they have to participate in the program, financial literacy program, other supportive services that we offer, so they are required to participate in programs. So this is one of where you can have double occupancy. Most of the space, our units are for individual adults, but I'm just showing you one where we could have 2 adult clients staying here. We have showers, we have laundry. For privacy issues, our visitors and clients, they don't have to use the facility downstairs. So this area is different partner offices. Jobs have priority. They help assist and manage the transitional housing program. And they help with the clients, the participants, help them with whatever needs they may have while they're living here. And then these other spaces are different partners. We have community legal aid, returning citizens, so they support individuals who are, incarcerated, help with employment, housing, any need that a person may have, they would assist them with obtaining it. We wanted to remove the barrier with going from place to place, exhausting individuals, having to duplicate paperwork, streamline the process, make it more accessible to our community members. And also we wanted to remove that zip code. That has always been an issue. You need support, we offer it to you. That's our goal, that's our mission.
And now we'd like to honor those who made the ultimate sacrifice 25 years ago. The events of September the 11th, 2001 changed our country forever and remind us of the courage and sacrifice of so many first responders. In 2016, the City of Laurel dedicated its own 9/11 memorial at the Joseph R. Robeson Laurel Municipal Center, featuring a steel I-beam recovered from the World Trade Center. For members of the Laurel Volunteer Fire Department, this piece of steel represents more than history. It represents the lives and the memories of fellow first responders who never came home. Let's take a look at this piece of history.
plane has hit the World Trade Center.
They're going up there fighting this fire just like we would any high-rise fire. And just trying to think, how would you even do that? And then when the collapse happened, that was terrible.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
That looks like a second plane.
Nobody said one word. You could hear a pin drop.
Everyone old enough to remember 9/11 knows where they were when 3 planes broke the veil of protection that made America feel safe from attacks on its home soil. The moment transformed the most powerful nation in the world into one looking over its shoulder, collecting bottles of lotion and pins at airports, ordinary items that are now seen as potential weapons. 9/11 left a permanent scar on the country, our psyches, and our hearts, especially for first responders.
Looking at this, it's hard to imagine where this piece of metal was found. Was it found mixed in with deceased? Was it mixed in with separate? Was it on top of a fire truck? And you have to realize too, I think that when these pieces were cut and passed out, the guys who helped pull these are memories of their friends.
Even though we weren't in New York helping, we could sort of will our way there and say, we're there for you, brothers and sisters in the fire service.
Let's go, guys, let's go. Right here.
Even though the city of Laurel is more than 200 miles away from ground zero, a piece of that historic day is on display in the city's memorial garden at the Municipal Center. From the rubble of the fallen towers, the city of Laurel secured a piece of steel known as an I-beam from the New York Port Authority to be used in a dedicated memorial. The beam is 12 inches tall, 10 inches deep, and 20 inches long. In 2016, the 15th anniversary of the attack, Laurel officials unveiled the city's 9/11 monument.
See how distorted and bent it is. That sort of is an indicator of how horrible the situation was there, that the amount of heat and destruction that was going to happen afterwards, that, to bend an I-beam like that is just unbelievable.
Yeah, I'm happy that the city has this for us here, but as we get older, there's a lot of people that were born after this. They don't understand. They don't have that feeling that we had when it was happening, not understanding what was happening, knowing that so many people died, and just an indescribable feeling that that your world has just changed forever.
For the Laurel Volunteer Fire Department, touching the beam is a chilling connection to the larger brotherhood of first responders and what was lost that day.
They sacrificed their lives, the line of duty deaths, and stood up for what they knew and would do, and they were there to save lives and try to save property. This piece represents that. When you touch that, you can feel that and know that there were a lot of people that did a lot of heroic things that day to try to minimize loss of life.
This is a piece of history that I will never forget.
More than 1,800 pieces of steel from 9/11 have been distributed to memorials in all 50 states and more than a dozen countries abroad. The Laurel Volunteer Fire Department hopes the city's memorial educates the next generation.
My hope is that occasionally when I drive by, I see young people come up here, and I'm hoping that their parents are showing them this, and even though they probably weren't born, that it's a piece of history, and they're going to learn from that, and hopefully they carry that on now in their lives as we go forward.
If this hit anybody, may you rest in peace.
I'm Joyce Jackson for Laurel TV.
We invite all residents of the City of Laurel and beyond to join us on Friday, September the 11th, from 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. at the Laurel Municipal Center for our 9/11 observance ceremony as we come together to honor the memory of those we've lost. This month, we recognize National Preparedness Month. The City of Laurel's Department of Emergency Management plays an important role in keeping the community prepared for the unexpected. The department helps coordinate the city's response to severe weather, flooding, medical emergencies, large public events, and other situations. Throughout the year, the department focuses on emergency planning, preparedness, and recovery to help ensure Laurel is ready when an emergency occurs. In this month's Profile of Public Service, we take a closer look at how the Department of Emergency Management works behind the scenes to keep Laurel prepared.
When emergencies happen, most people only see the flashing lights and first responders. But behind every coordinated response are people like Lauren Thompson of the Department of Emergency Management for the City of Laurel.
I did not always start off in emergency management with a passion to pursue that. I originally started off on a pre-law track. I really had aspirations to do international law, but found through different jobs that I had had, especially being a lifeguard coordinator at Walt Disney World, a passion for that emergency response.
Planning and preparation keep our community safe, whether it's a severe thunderstorm or a major community event. The Department of Emergency Management serves as the city's central hub for planning and coordination.
So the offices are actually closed for the rest of today? There is much more than just the lights and the sirens that are going off. Response is just one phase of emergency management. Our ultimate goal in emergency management is to really enhance the resiliency of our community. And that means that after an emergency occurs, we're not just coming back to normal operations, but we're coming back stronger.
The department's mission is simple but essential: to ensure the city, its employees, and residents are prepared to prevent, respond to, and recover from emergencies of every kind, both natural and man-made. But emergency management isn't just about responding to disasters. It's about building a resilient community before emergencies happen.
That really takes a whole community approach, which is really an incredibly collaborative effort amongst all community stakeholders. They all work together in order to not only respond and recover, but also to mitigate for future hazards and threats that the community might face.
The work of emergency management starts long before the siren sounds. Throughout the year, the department develops emergency plans, conducts training exercises, tests response procedures, and maintains critical emergency equipment, including the city's automated external defibrillator, or AED program. The department also manages the city's Emergency Operations Center, coordinating resources and supporting first responders during emergencies and large public events. When every second matters, preparation makes the difference.
It does take months and months of planning, meeting with certain committees, dividing up your groups so that everyone has their objectives.
Emergency management is a multi-layered process and is now recognized in both August and September when the city joins communities across the country in encouraging residents to take charge. Resiliency is a community effort, and everyone has a role to play.
Hurricane season runs from June to November, and we're prepping for hurricane season, and then we get into the fall months where we're getting back into that cold weather with the rain, the winds, and right back into the winter season again. So just looking at storm-wise, emergency management is a year-round planning effort.
Preparedness also includes medical emergencies. According to the Maryland Institute of Emergency Medical Services Systems, thousands of sudden cardiac arrests occur across Maryland each year. The survival rate increases when bystanders begin CPR and use automated external defibrillators before emergency responders arrive.
Most people, when they hear emergency management, they either don't know what it is or they think you're talking about storms, and it's only storms. But emergency management is so much more than that. It's it's a first responder basically behind the scenes, helping to support police, fire, and medical when they're out on scene.
The Department of Emergency Management vision is about cultivating a resilient community that is sustainable, inclusive, and prepared for whatever lies ahead.
With residents working with the Department of Emergency Management, we can become a resilient city that's capable of mitigating against, preparing for, responding to, recovering from any type of threat and hazard that we face.
Thompson encourages every household to develop an emergency plan, build an emergency supply kit, stay informed through official city alerts, and participate in preparedness programs throughout the year. Because when an emergency happens, preparation can make all the difference.
Laurel Advocacy and Referral Services, commonly known as LARS, is helping residents facing financial challenges through the Laurel Racecourse Impact Fund. LARS received a $40,000 grant to provide eligible residents with monthly rent subsidies paid directly to their landlords, along with case management and financial coaching. Residents living within a 3-mile radius of the Laurel Racecourse may be eligible for assistance. Let's see how the Laurel Racecourse Impact Fund is helping residents in the community.
I can't complain. I mean, they've been so helpful in my life. I mean, anything that I need, they provide.
Ross Hughes says LARS, or Laurel Advocacy and Referral Services, is a lifesaver. The Laurel resident receives assistance from the nonprofit and often visits the food pantry for groceries and receives other resources to help pay rent.
It took me away from homelessness. It gave me more stability. They give me different benefits, food, the pantry, as I say, help with financial things, this, that, and the other, and the rent is the main thing.
These are the checks. You have signing authority, as do I.
Shannon Mouton is the executive director at LARS. She says she's thankful to now have $40,000 in grant funding she received from the Laurel Racetrack. The money is helping to make life a bit easier for residents like Ross Hughes and many more who are struggling.
They'll get a monthly subsidy that will be paid directly to their landlord and to help with their rent. So that means that's cash in their pockets to help pay down debt, to help save money, to help with education. We'll be providing financial literacy.
The Laurel Racecourse Impact Fund provides a monthly rent subsidy for residents living in a 3-mile radius of the racetrack. The subsidy is paid directly to a landlord. The program also offers intensive case management, financial coaching, and savings development.
We are so thankful to the Laurel Racecourse for all that they do to support this community. Being their neighbor is a good thing. They have brought value to this community.
Mouton says the generosity from the racetrack in Anne Arundel County is another tool to help folks who depend on services like the food pantry. It ensures every participant has the tools they need to build a future for their families.
It frees up their mind of where they're going to sleep at, what they're going to eat, how they're going to get past the next day.
For Laurel TV, I'm Tim Reed.
And now, let's take a look at some of the upcoming events in the City of Laurel. City of Laurel offices and passport offices will be closed on Monday, September 7th, in observance of the Labor Day holiday. The offices will reopen on Tuesday, September the 8th at 9 a.m. We will have an adjusted trash, recycling, and composting schedule that week. Monday collections move to Tuesday, September the 8th. Tuesday collections move to Wednesday, September the 9th. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday collections are unchanged. To schedule a bulk item pickup, yard collection, or for more information, please call Public Works at 301-725-0088 or email dpw@laurel.md.us. Make a splash with your furry friends at Doggy Dip Day. Join Laurel Parks and Recreation on Saturday, September 12th from 10 a.m. to 12 noon at the Greenview Drive Pool Complex, located at 14403 Greenview Drive. Admission is $5 per dog or free with proof of a valid Dr. Bruce Morley Dog Park membership. A 2-dog limit applies per pass. Later that day, celebrate Laurel's Community and Culture Day. The event takes place Saturday, September 12th from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. at 520 8th Street between the Laurel Library and McCullough Field. There will be a parade of flags, vendors, live cultural performances, and so much more. Admission is free. Scan the QR code on your screen to reserve your ticket today. Get ready to explore, experiment, and create at Laurel STEM Festival, hosted by the Hey Dr. Tay Foundation. Join us Saturday, September 19th from noon to 5 p.m. at the Craig A. Moe Laurel Multi-Service Center, located at 204 Fort Meade Road. Explore STEM exhibits, conduct experiments, get hands-on with robotics, enjoy food trucks, and so much more. The event is free, but registration is required. Scan the QR code on your screen to register. And finally, kick off October with Music at the Mansion. Join Laurel Parks and Recreation on Friday, October 2nd at the Mansion at Laurel, located at 13910 Laurel Lakes Avenue. Enjoy an evening of live outdoor music with food available for purchase from a food truck and drinks from a cash bar. Attendees must be 21 or older, and a valid ID is required. Pets are not permitted, with the exception of service animals. And while you're marking your calendar for these upcoming events, don't forget to show some love for one of Laurel's local favorites. The Laurel Farmers Market is competing for national recognition in this year's America's Farmers Market celebration. Now through September 30th, Laurel residents can show their support by voting for our farmers market. With your votes, the Laurel Farmers Market could earn $2,500 in prize money. Voting is quick and easy. Visit the America's Farmers Market celebration website or scan the QR code on your screen to cast your vote. Support local businesses and help put Laurel Farmers Market in the national spotlight. Vote today. As summer winds down and fall is approaching, the City of Laurel's Department of Parks and Recreation has plenty of ways to enjoy the season. The Fall 2026 brochure is now available, featuring programs, trips, events, concerts, and activities for all ages. Whether you're interested in sports, live music, senior or teen trips, or family fun, there's something for everyone this fall. Pick up a copy at the Robert J. DePietro Community Center or at the Laurel Armory, or you can visit the city's website to view the full brochure. That's a look at some of the highlights from this month's Laurel Living newsletter. We leave you with a reminder that the Laurel City Council returns from recess this month. You can watch live on Laurel TV on Comcast Channel 71 in standard definition, Comcast Channel 996 in high definition, or on Verizon Channel 12. You can also watch live on our YouTube channel at Laurel TV Official. To see the full listing of upcoming meetings, visit the City of Laurel's website at www.cityoflaurel.org. Thank you for watching Laurel Living in Focus. I'm Natalie Williams, and we'll see you next month.